What is up, you guys? This is Joel with Simplify Branding, and today we're going to be talking about how I did over $650,000 within 6 months dropshipping a single product. The way I did this was I focused on the power of branding, which allowed me to sell a product for $90 that you would normally see on Amazon for 20 to 30 bucks. Not only that, this product will be completely revealed in this video because I want you guys to see how you can practically sell anything if you know how to brand and market correctly. So starting out, you need to understand that product selection is very important. However, but it's not as important as you think it is. So many people get stuck on this. Like, people get into dropshipping, they have analysis paralysis, they try and test all these different products and they just get stuck in that first step. So matter of fact, my product was a wireless charger, and there's a whole bunch of other people that are trying to sell the same exact thing. And this was my winning product, if that's what you want to call it. And what I was able to do was brand it well enough to where I didn't need to focus on choosing a winning product. Like, I was able to prove to people that this product was something that they need and it was of premium quality for people who would like to purchase it. So as you can see here, I'm not really selling this product as much as I was, and that's mainly because my Facebook ad account got disabled, and they disabled my personal ad account, and they've been giving me a really hard time on getting it back. So I've been trying to focus on other projects in the meanwhile. But this brand overall was very fun to run, and it really showed me a lot of different things. So I think that the most important thing that you need to look out for when you are choosing product is the market. So I specifically sold to Apple users who are willing to spend, a premium for Apple products, which are not worth their actual price, obviously. But branding wins them over, of course. With Apple products, it's not like they're some amazing device that everyone should buy. It's just that they're able to brand their product, and it just has a simple premium look and design that people are willing to pay a premium for it. So that makes sense. I took the same concept and I moved it over to the product that I was selling. And the tool that I used to find this product was Niche Scraper, and I highly recommend that you guys use this tool. It's 40 bucks a month. However, you get everything you need when it comes to the estimated website traffic for competitors. It also shows what types of products are selling, how many orders a product might have on AliExpress, stuff like that. So you can also scroll through Facebook on the feed or on Instagram feeds, TikTok feeds, stuff like that. And all you got to do is just engage in those ads, and then from there, Facebook will actually show you other related ads in the dropshipping space. So you'll be able to see what's in demand, what's selling. But this is the common way to do it. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that tackling products that everyone else is trying to sell it's not very sufficient. So if you're trying to sell something that everyone else is selling, the market is just going to get saturated. You're going to have to work a lot harder when it comes to competing, and it's just not worth it in the long run. So what I like to do is target products that are very low key or not many people know about them. And in that same sense, it doesn't mean that it has to be in demand, that everyone's going to like it. You have to create your own brand around these products. So you have to shoot for low-key products, something that you can tell is selling, but there aren't that many sellers. And you can find these products specifically on AliExpress digging through subcategories. And this method is very overlooked. Not a lot of people even talk about this. So this is something that you guys should definitely keep in mind. I didn't even find anyone doing big numbers with the product that I was doing. And this is because no one knew about the product, or they simply just didn't know how to brand it, or they didn't think it would do well. And you also have to have a sort of eye for something that would look like it would sell well, or something that would be very good to brand. And in this case, it was a sleek design of these wireless chargers. So scrolling through AliExpress categories, you could see something like this or this could potentially sell well. You just need to make sure that there is a market of people that are willing to buy it. So you have to take a look at the orders, and then also you can go on Google Trends, see if people are actually looking for these types of products. And then obviously you want to have a broad market around it. Obviously for my product, people needed it. It's a wireless charger, and it stood out from other chargers that are on the market. And this is mainly because this charger charges up to 4 times faster than a traditional charger. When you're able to find a product that is unique, has a market, and brand it correctly, you never have to worry about competitors. So next is the website. Keep in mind that the product website an ad or the creative need to be congruent to fit with the brand appeal. As you can see, my website is extremely simple with no flashy colors and just a simple logo. As far as creating infographics and your logo, just use Canva. It's a free tool and I use it for literally everything, completely beginner friendly. And I also use only 2 colors on my website, as you can see, black and white. You have to understand that you're wasting your time creating logos and a fancy website. These days, less is more, minimalism is more, so we want a clean branded website with a purpose. As you can see, even my product page is very simple, explaining the features of the product without overdoing it, and then it also makes it look clean and precise. If you guys are wondering, this is Turbo theme. It does cost some money, however, it is the best theme in the game right now, and that is mainly because it's the best for one product branded stores, and also it just gives a clean, minimalistic look. If you can't afford it, that's fine. I suggest a Brooklyn theme or a default theme. There's thousands of stores out there that just use that and make millions of dollars. So the theme isn't really the problem here, it's just how you make your store, or how you make it look. And then also product pictures are easy as well. You can use the ones that already exist on AliExpress or Alibaba of your product, or what you can do is take pictures of the product yourself, just have it mailed to you or mail it to someone on Fiverr and they can do that for you. And this is all very simple and it should not be that time consuming. I would only take a couple days, up to 3 days, in order to get all this set up. I sold this product for $90 because I knew exactly the market that I was dealing with the perceived value and all there was for the product, all the unique features. Even with no logo on it, I was able to do these numbers. And this is similar to other brands like Hey Silky Skin or Rose Skin that sold emulators, these laser hair removal devices, for almost $200 a unit. So that's because their product had a premium look and feel when customers landed on their website. And that just gives a overall congruency with how customers felt when they watched the ad and landed on their store. Now obviously this won't work with everything, but I found that electronics specifically seem to have a unknown value when it comes to being sold, and the customer is more reliant on its branding to determine its value as opposed to something that isn't electronic, like, I don't know, posture correctors or, a mug. But next we need to understand the marketing behind my brand. So the creative, which is by far the most important part for any product regardless of the platform that you're selling on, is, if you're selling on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, etc., and it's very important. It's absolutely essential, and if you don't have a good ad, your product simply will not sell well, even if you have a product that everyone wants to buy. So your ad will determine its overall success, right? One thing that I found and focused on in my ad was the first 3 seconds, and that's the most important part of your creative. This is what captures the viewer's eye at first, and then from there you're enticing them to watch on. Starting out, you don't need to get a custom ad done. You can just create the ad yourself if you want. There's plenty of content on AliExpress or Alibaba, videos, pictures that you guys can be using. And the tool that I recommend that you guys use for editing is InShot. It's free, so you don't have to worry about paying for anything. However, I highly suggest that you don't be using other people's content that you find on Facebook or any of these other platforms, mainly because you can get into copyright issues like I did. So I would definitely hit them up first, ask them like, hey, can I use this content? I highly suggest you guys use custom ads and you stay away from using other people's content. And then also when you're running your ads, you need to be running a pay-per-click or pay-per-engagement ad rather, and that's going to be giving your ad social proof, right? Likes, shares, comments, stuff like that. Cheap traffic that your ad needs in order for people to look at it and be like, okay, well, this ad has some engagement on it. It might be legit. So you have to keep that in mind, and that's specifically when you're on Facebook. And then of course you want to run that along with conversion campaigns. And if your budget is higher and you have an extra $300 to $1,000 to spare, I highly recommend that you guys get a custom ad done for you or custom creative done for you, and have them focus on 3 sets of different scroll stoppers, and that's mainly for testing. So you want to keep the rest of the ad mostly the same. And if you're able to get custom ads done for you, especially in a professional studio or something like that, like for me specifically, I paid around $1,000 to get my ad sent over, and we'll go over my ad that I specifically got done here in a second. But it was definitely worth it. It definitely took me to the next level, and this is something that you want to keep in mind when you're getting started. You want to have quality custom ads in the beginning. You'll be one step ahead of everyone if you're able to do this, along with increasing the customer's trust of your brand. As you guys can see, my ad is very simple in how the product is presented. No abstract crazy colors, simple text to match the brand, black and white colors overall, a great 3 seconds, and then you talk about the features of the product and then call to action at the end for the customer to purchase it. Now, one thing I won't go too into depth with is running ads. And this is because at the end of the day, regardless of the platform that you sell on or how well you run your ads, your product success is 90% reliant on your ad or your creative. So even when I was running ads to audiences that had nothing to do with chargers like yoga or Netflix, my ads did exceptionally well because it fit a broad audience and because the ad was able to catch a common viewer's attention and it piqued their interest. Now, of course, if your product is more niche specific, then obviously you want to target a interest that is related to it. But you can check my video on how to set up Facebook ads and how to run them. I have a complete tutorial step-by-step on how to do that for you. It's like 30 minutes long, so you guys should definitely check that out if you are going to be running them. You guys have to understand that this video and this channel specifically focuses on branding. And when you get your branding and creatives right, it will do well regardless on the platform that you try and sell on. As far as email marketing, from the start, I didn't really have much expertise to do it. So I highly suggest later down the road that you outsource it to someone else. I had very good customer service in the beginning. I was responding within 1 to 2 business days. However, when you start to scale and you get a whole bunch of different emails and stuff like that, it's hard to keep up with it. So I highly suggest that you guys hire somebody. Honestly, when it comes to outsourcing, Fiverr and Upwork are going to be your best friends as far as being able to stay within your budget and finding just quality people. So I recommend using Klaviyo for the email software. It has plenty of useful templates that can match your brand. Eventually, when I saw the product was doing well, I finally pulled the trigger to get my logo printed on it. And this will seal the deal in how people perceive your overall brand. And this is because it's going to be increasing your brand trust and thus increasing your conversion rates. The way I did this was by contacting an agent, or you can go on Alibaba to find a supplier. Most require a mock or a minimum order quantity to print your logo on the product. Make sure that in this phase that you shop around and talk to different agents and suppliers just so you can get a decent price and you don't overpay. Another reason why I like to buy in bulk is because your margins increase. So as opposed to getting 15 to 20% margins for profits, you can easily make upwards of 25 or even 30% depending on how many units that you order. Not only this, since I ordered inventory, I was getting 3 to 7 day shipping times through the fulfillment center that I was working with, and specifically I use ShipHero and I highly recommend them. Other than that, this brand was extremely fun to run, and it really opened up my mind to basically the fact that you can almost sell anything in dropshipping or in e-commerce in general if you know how to brand or market it. What I recommend highly for you guys is to shoot for products that are not very competitive or not many people know about on these ad platforms. Stop trying to sell these saturated products or these trendy products. All they will do is make you spend more money than you anticipated, and then also you're going to be competing with hundreds of other dropshippers out there. Find something that has its own uniqueness, market and demand, brand it, and then make it your own. With this mindset in dropshipping, you'll be able to build an actual sustainable brand in business that has little to no competition overall. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. Make sure you like down below and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below as well. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.